Welcome to Korean Cinema Channel. Today I would like to send you the following news. In a world saturated with grand gestures and dramatic confessions, Hae-in's Today is Good for Liking delivers a revelation that stops viewers in their tracks. Love doesn't always need words. Playing Lin Zhao, a reserved designer with a secret crush, Hae-in transforms the subtleties of silent longing into a performance so piercingly real that it feels as if the camera is peering straight into your heart. Every movement, every twitch, every fleeting glance becomes a symphony of emotion, more powerful than any dialogue. Take, for instance, the scene where her boss hands her a cup of coffee. Her fingers curl around the cup, knuckles widening with tension, betraying a storm of feelings she refuses to speak. When she lifts her eyes, her lashes catch stray glimmers of light, her lips curl into a fleeting half-smile before she looks away. No words are spoken, yet the audience is drawn into the intensity of her unspoken affection. It's a love so subtle and honest that it makes the grandest declarations of devotion seem hollow in comparison. What makes Hae-in's performance so astonishing is the microscopic attention to detail. From the faint blush creeping along Lin Zhao's ears to the softening of her breath when she sneaks a glance, every tiny gesture whispers volumes. Fans have dubbed it microscope-level acting, noting how each nuance mirrors the unspoken crushes and secret diary entries of their own lives in a world obsessed with spectacle. Hae-in reminds us that love's truest moments are often the quietest, and sometimes, the smallest gestures carry the heaviest weight because in Lin Zhao's silent heart, we see a truth louder than any words. Love is felt before it is spoken. This level of delicacy is embedded in every pore. On Lin Zhao's computer screensaver calendar, her boss's birthday is marked with a tiny pencil-drawn cake. When she sneaks a glance at him, her breathing softens deliberately, as if afraid of startling a resting butterfly. Netizens have dubbed it microscope-level acting, evoking memories of names secretly scribbled in their own diaries. Some have even taken screenshots to analyze the subtle gradient of redness in her ears, calling it the physiology of a secret crush. Zhao's Zhendong and Wang Xiaoi's version of the film opens with a bang. The famous coffee spilling on a white shirt scene has garnered over 50 million views in a single short video. Zhao's Zhendong frowns and yells, "Are you here to demolish the building?" But honestly pulls out a tissue and shoves it into Wang Xiaoi's hand. Wang Xiaoi snatches it and wipes it directly on his chest, confidently claiming, "Free cleaning." This infuriates him, uttering, "Be more careful next time," and the comment barrage of this duo captivates the screen. Zhao's Zhendong plays the boss, who complains about Wang Xiaoi's stupidity but secretly helps her revise her plan. Wang Xiaoi complains about the boss's stinginess, but then stops by a convenience store to buy him some hot porridge. In the behind-the-scenes footage of their kissing scene, Wang Xiaoi is so nervous she freezes. Zhao's Zhendong teases her, "If you freeze anymore, I'll kiss you on the nose." The laughter is even sweeter than the film itself, prompting netizens to rave about the fake act real evidence chain. Industrial saccharin? They're using high-purity cane sugar. From a forced kiss against a wall to a proposal in the snow, Zhao's Zhendong has a three-piece charm: protective, jealous, and aggressive, ingrained in his DNA. Wang Xiaoi's troublemaker persona becomes a powerful emotional transmitter for the audience. Who wouldn't want to act rudely to their boss and still be pampered? The difference between the two versions is essentially a clash of emotional perspectives. Hae-in's version espouses the principle of love as restraint. For her boss's birthday, she only dares to draw on the cake, and when they share an umbrella in the rain, they deliberately leave 3 centimeters of space between their shoulders. This subtle, unspoken crush is like a pencil scratch on the heart, one that's too painful to erase. Zhao's Zhendong's version espouses the principle of love should be unbridled. Upon discovering a rival, he immediately carries Wang Xiaoi on his shoulders to assert his dominance, and when jealous, he simply docks her salary to force her to go on dates. In the marriage first, love later trope, the sweetness is spread through snarky rhetoric. "Can't get pregnant within 3 months. I'll work overtime tonight." The contrasting characters are a deadly weapon. Hae-in's socially anxious heroine evokes a strong desire to protect her, huddled in a cubicle like a fragile glass cup, while Wang Xiaoi, wielding a frying pan, chases clients, acting like a warrior against hypocrisy. One begs for love letters, the other evokes sworn brotherhood. In the traffic battleground, Zhao's Zhendong's version leads with a crushing lead. Within 3 days of its release, it garnered over 100 million views and debuted in the top 4 of the Hangguno Hot List. Hae-in's version, with only 10 million views, achieved acclaim within a niche audience thanks to word of mouth. Strangely, however, The negative reviews all point to the same point. Zhao's version is too sweet to be true. Hae's version is too boring to be true. Audience profiles offer the answer. Hae-in's version is primarily watched by urban women over 25, who see themselves reflected in their teenage years in her screensaver cake painting. Zhendong's version appeals to 18-year-old college students, who need a sugar rush during their 10-minute break. One is perfect for late-night headphone immersion, the other for canteen lunchtime revelry. Actors' unique traits inevitably divide the cast. Hae-in has a sweet face, bitter heart, her nose blushing slightly during crying scenes enough to break the hearts of her fans. Zhendong's deadpan flirtation, the veins bulging on the back of his hand as he tugs on his tie, is more captivating than his lines. The so-called choice is, in essence, a projector for your own soul. Really have to choose between the two? Why not answer this first? Is the heart-pounding moment you remember a silent film or a comedy? If you've ever lost sleep drawing a calendar for someone, every frame of Hae-in's breath is a replica of yours. If you want to banter with your secret crush until you burst into laughter, Zhendong's fierce words are the theater in your mind. Thank you for watching my channel. See you in the next videos. Thanks.